distress call has reached my thoughts. It's coming from Calamity Reef.
Can you establish a connection?
Hello. This is Captain Harlock of the Sally. Me and me crew have been captured by the Zealots. Any boat with a soul left out there, send help.
This is the Red Marley, Captain. Where are you?
Reaper, am I glad to hear you. We're right in.
Right in where?
The connection is gone. The reef's energies are interfering.
Any idea where it came from?
No, but our conversation has left a couple of soul traces behind. Touch one of them, and I should be able to locate the source. Now choose our landing, Navigator.
Good. My memoirs were getting stale.
Good. I'm getting rusty.
I thought you'd never ask.
Likely a poor choice. A new chapter in my memoirs. One less doesn't bother me. Like tasting wine.
Prognosticar was convinced that the Soul Tracer's residuals would be here, and I can't see them.
Something's amiss. I have my duties.
Enough.
The case is clear. I shall resume my duties.
Hopefully I'll find something soon. Can't return without a result. A skeleton by a cannon. Traces being there. All right now. Who was that? The court is in session. Change in position. A bolt for your skull. La pequeña muerte. Rodarán cabezas. Another soul for the Ah, swift justice. The future calls. It is done.
The trace leads to the center of the Inquisition. To a small wooden ship right on a table.
An entire pirate crew? Caught at a table?
Aye. Pick it up and see what you can find.
Likely a poor choice.
Teresa, para servirle. Once more unto the breach.
A feast for my blade.
Any progress in finding Von Preiswald at your
Were it not
service?
fueled by this corrupted power, it would truly be a marvel to study.
A ghostly pleasure.
Is there any other way to such?
That seems a thought worth considering.
Is there something that could expedite this?
Another pair of eyes might do the trick. So, this runs on soul energy, I presume.
It does. It looks like a spell that lets other soul energy-infused entities pass. We could consider this.
The verdict is clear. Let's get a better view. When else we get on top of it?
Death is not defeat.
I knew this would come.
Very traditional.
I enjoy seeing you work.
Raise with your legs.
2-inch what they were to. Let fate be our judge.
Faster. It can't be that.
Teresa, ready to serve.
How is the door looking?
I've seen it. I am your executioner. Resists all my attempts at entry. My sight reaches far.
Doesn't the maiden
Can I
preach to
expect
be
the walls
patient
to
among
For
the...
desperate times,
No, not really. They look weak.
the crow flies.
I'm here. Aye. A single strike.
What? You're dead now. Leave. It's done.
Her methods are unusual.
We must trust her judgment. The crow has claws. And arriba! Silence descends. Through the flames. Come to me. It's quickly done. You're dead now. Leave. Rodarán cabezas. El muerto al hoyo. I send you my resolve. Who needs eyes to see?
Those constant nightmares.
Let's get a better view. Death comes to greet you. Arriba!
My galley is the battlefield.
How is the burdens of nobility? Death is not defeat.
To each what they deserve. Iron Judgment.
Smoking right.
The verdict is clear. Otra up.
Curious. Let's peruse some minds.
Carrying it. Continue reading.
And another stack. Was the crystal the Black Pearl?
Of course not. The crystal only carried the soul energy so we could dispose of it in the pit behind there.
I have to get a new coat anyway. Whom will I taste this time?
Don't think you can escape. It's fine. In the end, it finds us.
Just the miniature ship, as you said.
The trace leads right to it. Curious. Pick it up. It might contain information that leads us to the actual crew.
A feast for my blade. The fight begins.
Confessor can help?
Our objective is clear. All in one motion. Move like water. Hesitation is defeat. One arm to Nakama. Kaizoku Katana. The heart, the heavy customer. Simple.
I feel the curse of nature.
Let's hope not. Not today.
I'm going in.
Blind sight.
Raise with your legs. Very traditional. Shadow Blade. I will be back. It will be done.
Anyone hungry? It was emanating soul. I sent 7 cuts. That's some spice. Don't think you can escape the Maiden's fire. In the end, it finds us all. My galley is the battlefield. Mysterious little ship. 1 arm, 2 souls. An ambush in the making. Get ready to strike. I'm going in.
I heard that, you fiend.
Our objective is clear. 7 dead. A heavy customer. Suddenly very silent, are we? There's no use. It will be done. The flame is going to burn through resistance. I will be back. A familiar tune. A refined decision.
Who disturbs my sacred task? Maiden, hone my senses.
The dish takes shape. Measure once, cut 7. Raise with your legs. A good starter.
Why is there a miniature ship?
My special condition in the mid preparing the ingredients.
Teresa, ready to serve. With kind regards. The court is insane.
My enemy dies slain.
My strength returns.
Emanating soul traces. I see.
I'm here. Very traditional. Tomonikuzo. An ambush in the making.
The White Crow stands ready.
I witness my death. I change.
Blood will flow.
I burn the field.
Your task has ended.
Good for anyone
Another shot.
hungry.
了解
My blade is ready. A leaf on the wind. The trap is set. Good taste. The oldest tricks are the best.
Who disturbs my sacred task?
I follow the plan. A full well done. A heavy customer. Move like water. Very traditional. Strike with precision. The expected outcome. Add some spice. Skewer the heart. A feast for my blade.
Good. My tobacco was getting stale. I'd rather behead a bottle with this knife.
The crow flies. Justice has been granted. The future calls. For desperate times.
I fear you were I
I've seen it
alive,
happen.
Teresa. I, or whatever it is they say.
My blade is ready. Aye. Raise
There
with
was
your
no
hands.
better way to do it.
Whoa, careful there.
Wait, is that little ship the sunken Sally?
Do we look sunken to you?
Perhaps the shrunken Sally would fit the bill.
Funny are we? Ship's name is Sally, just Sally. We were caught by the Inquisition while we were raiding here.
I see. Did you get anything good while you were at it?
Aye, nifty little gem, rich with soul energy, worth bugger all as long as we're trapped here.
Perhaps you'd be willing to part with that gem if we brought you back to the seas.
Don't really have a choice, do we? What do you say, men? Arr! Well, it's not going to be better than that. Bring us to the shallow waters next to the camp. Then the gem is yours.
It will be done. Right, our cooking is going well.
Arr, good to be back on the tides.
Now, as for our payment...
Sure, don't wet your deck. Here.
Much obliged.
Now, men, see to the Sally and make her ready to sail. Aye.
To each what they deserve. Let's get a better view.
Back to the Mali. The galley awaits.
My time is not to be trifled with. The burdens of nobility. Say, Aphia, aren't you the, quartermaster on this merry ride?
No, you're the quartermaster, Pincus.
Really? Ah, how exciting! And what is it a quartermaster does?
Haven't you always been the quartermaster here?
Well, you see, under Mordecai, it was considered more of an honorary title.
A quartermaster keeps tally on the hold, distributes supplies and provisions. They're also responsible for disciplining the crew. But I think the Marley has that covered.
So, I'm in charge?
What? Where did you get that from?
You yourself said I was the master.
Quartermaster, Pincus.
So, if I was looking for supplies, I'd best ask myself.
Why don't you speak to the Marley? She might be better suited to help you out.
A formidable suggestion. Much obliged, Aphia. A ghostly pleasure. Marley, it is I, von Presswald, your quartermaster, speaking.
Since when are you flaunting your job title so readily?
A title is a title, Marley.
So you finally decided to accept your duties?
Duties? You do possess a sliver of humor, Marley. No, I need to create a new tobacco mix for the current chapter of my memoirs. My original one got shot out to sea.
Perhaps you should bother Pete and Nameless about such things.
Ah, yes. Do you happen to recall where they stand?
At the stern.
Stern? Like my father's attitude.
Look in the direction we are moving, and then turn around.
Ah, I see. I think it is, they say. Good, let's see. The direction the ship is moving towards should be the opposite of where the wind is facing. Or maybe I have that exactly wrong. I will have a look at both ends, then. Wie Sie wünschen. Wait, this scent.
Oh, that is good tobacco.
Gentlemen, may I inquire where you obtained that tobacco?
Some skelly found it in a cannon. and traded us for it. Look, that fellow's hair is smoking.
Ah, it may be appropriate to add that I'm the rightful owner of what you're smoking there.
Really? Well, nothing we can do there, Pete. Unless we don't give it to him.
I must insist. I'm the quartermaster, after all.
The quartermaster, eh? Look, here's a proposition. We'll trade you for it.
In the end, the vile thieves could do naught but negotiate. I suppose a bit of conflict won't hurt this chapter. I will see what I can do. But for now, I must retire to my chambers. There is much to ponder and write about.
My soul is razor sharp. I like it already.
Mr. Mercury, at the ready! My soul returns to its crusted frame, and I hear I thought the depths had gotten us at last. Ha ha ha!
Not yet, John Mercury. Though from what I hear, you have no fear of the darkness below.
How could I? I have Sir Reginald here to guide me. Say hello, Sir Reginald.
Ah, of course. Ahoy there, Sir Reginald.
And who are ye, if I might ask so myself?
A fiamanicato, newly hired navigator, at your service.
A navigator, eh? How fares the navigator's work on a stubborn ship like this? Ha!
Now, shipwright. There's plenty of work for everyone. Speaking of which, I will need you to visit the training deck.
Limber up the old salty bones, eh? I see. Well then, Sir Reginald, to the training deck we march. I'll step on a shell or two. Aye! My power lies below. The depths are calling. My anchor is ready. Another sunken soul. Let's go, Sir Reginald. The depths call.
They merely follow their given task.
The turtles would like that. I humbly request your assistance, Sir Reginald. That was a good memory.
That's a strange noise. Don't stray too far down there, shipwright. I'm not sure I'd be able to catch you if you drift away.
No worries, Marley. Sir Reginald guides me back whenever I get lost. Ha ha! A pirate still I... I'm coming, Sir Reginald! Glad to be back. The depths have released me. Sure as the times. Let's capture this moment in time, in case our plan fails. Let's go under for a bit. Nobody will find me here. Come, Sir Reginald.
Choice.
Anchor is blown. Always a pleasure. You picked the right bone.
Did you know that your fish likes exploring my innards while you're busy with repairs?
Of course, privilege of knighthood, if anything. Affirmative. A pirate still... Our mastery is being tested, Sir Reginald. Let's have at them! To be one with the seas again. Nothing changed here, I see. Gone with the fishes. The depths call me. Gotta clean this place sometime. Sir Reginald, I need your assistance. Another soul sails away. That's bone drenching. Sure as the tides. To be one with the seas. Nothing back on top. I'll step on a shell or two. Let's do some bone crushing. No hard feelings. I'm coming! There you go! Nobody will find me here! Depths have released me. That's what we do!
Well done, shipwright. Return to deck. The damage I suffered on Morrow's Reach awaits your skilled repair.
A pirate still
At your service.
Ifia, what brings you here?
I'd like to hear your tale. How did you get on the Marley?
Where to begin? I certainly got my sea legs long before Mordecai fished us out the ocean.
Yes, that's very apparent. Wait, what? The captain fished you out of the sea?
Sure did. I'd been wandering the depths for a long while whilst Sir Reginald here. And one day, we came across a dangling anchor chain in the middle of aquatic nowhere. Right, there were a couple of hammerhead sharks milling about, but they're mostly a nice bunch. Sir Reginald, you can't project from one hammerhead to all hammerheads you'll ever meet. Anyways, we saw the chain, and it was such an odd sight in the middle of nowhere that I grabbed onto it.
And then?
Suppose the Marley felt the tug and just started to reel me in. I considered letting go, but the thought of getting onto a ship once again was just too tempting. Aye, and I sort of got tangled up with the chain, maybe a bit. Once I was up on deck, Captain Mordecai approached me and said I owed him for damaging his anchor. He argued since I so readily carried one on my back anyways, we'd surely come to an arrangement. Truth be told, I thought I'd only stay until the next harbour. But after getting to sail on the Marley, it's hard to imagine ever working on another ship again. Back to the sea! You picked the right bone. John Mercury reporting back for duty. Oiling planks, firming nails. You know that's what I'm here for, Marley.
I'm a ghost ship. I can keep myself together well enough.
Really? Your mast's drifting apart more than ever and your deck's squeaking louder than my grandma's rocker.
I see. I will send the skeleton crew to fix that up.
Ah, no way! You know Sir Reginald won't ever let it rest if a pile of bones does my job. Ha! You heard him. Gotta go, Marley. Mop's not mopping itself.
You do realize it could do that on its own?
What?
The mop. It could mop itself.
Yes, of course. Suppose the saying is a bit outdated then. Aye, I'm old-fashioned. No need to dive it in. Now, let's get going. The work's not magically gonna do... Oh, let's just go.
Let's see what's out there. Consider it done.
Set a course, navigator. Angler's Grave. Long ago, a mighty leviathan of the seas was dragged onto this island by brave and foolish hunters. Today, a bustling shantytown thrives in the shadow of the angler's bones, welcoming sailors, smugglers, and scoundrels of all kinds. At the markets, you'll find meat and marrow of the ancient carcass, and the rare fish the angler's lantern lures from the black depths. Every few years, during the Angler Festival, the creature's remains begin to regenerate, providing the residents with a bountiful harvest. This year, the Inquisition have decided to thwart the festival, establishing a small garrison and harassing the townsfolk. The graveyard is of special attention to them, as the angler's guts have long seeped into the soil, drenching the earth with soul energy.